Hey everyone, I'm so happy to be with you today. I'm Adrienne Everheart, your feminine energy dating and relationship coach. And today I'm going to talk about getting strung along by a man, especially in an online situation, a dating situation. And if we have time, we'll touch on the relationships as well, how you can get strung along by a man and how to avoid this. First of all, hello to everyone. Thank you so much for joining. If you're new to my channel, make sure you click the subscribe button over here and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. That way you'll get alerted if I have other live videos and you can join in on the chat. So let's get right to it, ladies. When you first are online, there is a little bit of a protocol I talk about in my Fem Tools for Dating and Relationships class. So when you are new to dating again, or maybe you've even been doing it for a long time, there's a dance you have to do before you actually meet the man. There's a little bit of a dance you do. And it goes something like this. You text, and 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 you text. Am I right? And then what happens? Do you actually ever meet? And if you do, when? Are you thirsty if you want to meet quickly or meet soon? So this is a little bit of the conundrum that women find themselves in. And in the comments, just pop up if you have experienced, when you first start communicating with a man online, it's a lot. Okay, so I'm going to teach you a different technique that is honest. And it's honest. And a lot of men online are commitment phobic guys. And unfortunately, you have the job of working through these and finding the ones that are going to stick. So I give you a very fast process to do that so you are not with time wasters. Your time is precious on this planet. It's precious to you. And you are here to get yourself into a loving, long-lasting relationship. You have no time for time wasters. Am I right? So let's talk about how this works. And again, I cover this in depth in Fem Tools. It is a class just for dating. I also have Fem Tools, which is a class for relationships. A lot of the scripts I'm going to use are in my ebook, 500 Ways to Talk to a Man. So check those out. I'll have the links below here shortly. So here's what happens in most cases. A man sends you a text and it says, "Hi, hey, what's up?" Or if you're on Bumble, he's in your little hive and you have to send something to him. I'm going to talk about both of those. When a man sends you a hi or a what's up or a hi, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? He's really saying, woman, would you please share with me something in your day that will make me feel good, make me feel good enough that I want to keep talking to you. I want to keep investing in you. That's essentially what he's saying is, hi, will you make me feel good? A lot of women, they have these long texting relationships with a man. They go, why would he keep texting me? Because it feels good. Men do what feels good. If you walk away with one thing I've ever taught you, men do what feels good. Remember that. I'm trying to align you more into doing what feels good as well, okay? All right. He sends, hi, what's up? How's it going? Treat it as if he is saying, please tell me something about your day that has felt good to you and tell me about it so that I too will feel good. So I want you to drop down into your body, not your head, and find something today that has felt good or something that feels good in this moment. It could be a walk in the park on your lunch break. It could be cozying up in your blankets before you got out of bed this morning. It could have been a hot shower you had. It could have been a delicious meal you ate. It could be anything. What you don't want to do is go, I am a robot. Hey, nothing much. How are you? This doesn't connect to any man's heart. You see? So what does this do? It dumps all the guys that are like, Hey, what's up? I just want to talk to somebody. Well, me too. I have nothing of quality to add to this conversation. And you see, it gets rid of them. It gets that out of your energy because that's not what you're looking for. At least I hope it's not what you're looking for. You want to connect to a man's red beating heart with every word you speak so that you will know when you have the man you want, you can tie his heart up no problem, you see? You can tie his heart all up. So for any of you that have had experiences with this, please do comment in the section if you've used my book, 500 Ways to Talk to a Man. You know the process of tying his heart up. Hi, hello, what's up? Answer it with what you're feeling from your body. Today my husband had messaged me and he said, hey, how's your day going? And I could have said, well, this had to happen and the doorbell rang while I was in a coaching call and I had this. You can share your pain story with someone. Well, why not share what's feeling good from your body with someone? So that would sound something like this. Oh, today I'm feeling, today I felt this, I'm feeling that, I feel whatever it is you feel. Don't make it about the man. I feel happy that you called. I feel happy that you're finally texting me. Make it about you. Make it from your heart. One of my favorite things to say is just give him the update, give my guy the update about how wonderful it's felt to spend time with my animals, whatever I've been doing. This morning it was a bike ride. Oh, I felt so powerful climbing up that hill. I broke my time. I broke my record time and I felt so strong. And I feel all this tension just melt from my body after exercise. This is what men want to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are a woman. We're sharing what is feeling in our body. We're sending it to them. They get a glimpse of what it's like to be inside the female body. Yes, they like to be in our body in other ways too, right? But this is what you get to share with him at any given moment of the day. It's as good as sex in a lot of ways, right? Well, nothing's as good as sex, but you know what I'm saying. So we're gonna start off with that text. Hey, what's up? Here's my feeling statement. I want you to go a couple of rounds with that, talking, speaking. What do you do? Talk about your job with passion. Even if you are an insurance person and you do insurance work and it's all boring all day, and I don't know what it's like. So with all due respect to anyone who sells insurance out there, but let's say you do, and it's otherwise kind of a boring job for you. I want you to speak with passion about what does feel good. What does feel good? You could be the person who gathers up all the shopping carts. Well, it felt really good today to put in hours at the store helping everybody get their carts together. I feel so good helping, especially the elderly customers with their cart. No matter how big or small your career is, you can share what you do with your job with passion. So you just met the guy in person or text. You go a couple of rounds of this stuff and practice this. All of those men that are showing up in your inbox online that you're like pass, those are called the non-applicable man. The non-applicable man is there for you to practice on and learn with. So when the quality guy comes up in front of you, you know what you're doing. You have got this. You are confident. You don't go, oh my God, what do I say? I gotta get up in my head. You're confident, you see? It's gonna feel so good, ladies, if you will just talk to some of these non-applicable men and get well practiced. All you're doing is having a couple of rounds of text with them, okay? Now, you've had the couple rounds of text. It's been great. The guy was nice. He was fun. His picture doesn't make you want to puke. He shared some sweet and funny things. He's tried to make you laugh. You say, a phone call would feel lovely. What do you think? A phone call would feel lovely. What do you think? Oh, right now? Well, maybe next week. I'm traveling right now. I've got my kids. You'll get the excuses. And he'll go, let's keep texting. and you go, no, this has felt wonderful to text, but my eyes are tired from all this texting, or I'm about to go to bed, or no, I'm gonna do my own thing now. It's felt wonderful to connect with you. I have felt really happy connecting with you. You see how that's different? You feel it? I haven't giggled this much. It felt so good to giggle. I feel so happy when I'm giggling, but I'm going to bed now. That's right. No more texting. 5 rounds. That's it. Cut them off. A phone call would feel lovely. What do you think? Now, send him your phone number. Most smartphones, you can delete the phone number if the guy's weird. There are also apps now that I believe you can get an alternative phone number, so you don't have to use your real phone number. Ladies, you're business professionals and your phone number is tied to your job and your address and you're all over the internet, get a different phone just for dating. Get a track phone. They're relatively inexpensive, and this is all in support of you, practicing and getting ready. Now, someone says, I wait until he asks for my number. You might be waiting a while. You might be doing a lot of this in the meantime. You are a goddess on a pedestal. I'm ready to go. I'm looking for a regular dating relationship. Please don't waste my time with texting. I'm looking for a regular dating relationship. You are able to go out there and say what you want because you are the goddess on the pedestal, you see? You can wait for him to ask for your phone number, but you're letting him set the pacing for the relationship, not you. So, a phone call would feel lovely. What do you think? Here's my phone number. For those of you that are phone call phobic, you're having other issues. Don't blame it on dating. Don't blame it on men. You are having issues where you don't want to connect with a man and you don't trust yourself to have a conversation and know your boundaries. This is why I want you to practice on the non-applicable man. Yeah, you're non-applicable. This is a man that doesn't apply to you, that you're probably never going to maybe even meet, but you want to practice on him. You see? So that's why you want to have that phone call. And the phone call, you do not want it to go on for more than 30 minutes. Have the boundary immediately when the man calls. Wow, it's great to hear from you. Hey, I only have about half an hour, but this will be really fun. I'm excited to speak. Let him know in advance. Starts ticking around to 30 minutes and he wants to keep you on the phone. This has felt lovely. I gotta go now. No, we're just getting to know each other. Why are you getting off the phone with me? Is this how you are? Is this the type of girl you are? He might try to masculine guilt you. Okay, so I'm giving you guys all the worst case scenarios in my videos. Most men don't do this. A lot of them do. I wanna overtrain you. So when that guy says, hey, can I call you back in about half an hour? I have to do this other thing, and you've already been on the phone with him, you will know your boundary to say, oh, you know what? That would feel wonderful, lovely, yet here's my boundary. I have to go to bed, yet don't even give him an excuse. You see, this is how I feel. This has felt wonderful, yet I've got to be doing other things now. Good night, bye-bye, and that's it. You have your boundary. So what are you learning in this process? You're learning how to practice your boundaries with men you may never even meet. You have learned how to talk about your feeling statements and text with a man, over the dating app that you may never meet. You're practicing on him, and he's enjoying it. There's not a man alive out there that will not like to talk to a woman for a little while, a beautiful woman, or have a phone call with her, right? Now, you have the phone call. It goes great. He can put sentences together. The one time I didn't do this, the universe sent me a great big surprise. The one time I didn't have the phone call before the date, he was a speech coordinator for a politician. And when I met this guy, and I held my hand out to shake hands with him and meet him, yes, that's what I did. He was like, hey, loud and barking like a dog. And everyone around us was like, why is this guy speaking so loud? Do you see what I'm saying? So have the phone call, ladies. Don't end up like me at a restaurant where there were totally guys looking at me laughing. They could tell I was on a date and it wasn't going well. Phone calls felt lovely. It would feel really good to meet for coffee sometime. What do you think? Now, a lot of you are going to say, that is needy. That is pushing. That is masculine energy. You're pushing your energy on him. You're overthinking this. You're the goddess on the pedestal. Here's what I want. I have texted. That felt lovely. We've had a phone call. It's felt wonderful. I'd love to meet for coffee sometime. What do you think? If the guy's really brazen, he might say, oh, so you're asking me out? And go, well, maybe. I know that this has felt wonderful, and I'd like to continue it sometime. What do you think? You can use that one in public. Wow, chatting today has felt really good. I would love to do it again sometime. What do you think? That's right. It would feel wonderful to meet for coffee. Coffee is a $3.50 investment. If he can't invest $3.50 in you for a first date and meet for 20 minutes for coffee, pass. You see? So what you're doing when you go through this cycle, text, call, meet, and you offer to meet, you are getting practice. You're getting practice. You're moving up a tier. You're starting way down here with whatever the universe is sending you, whatever's in your cosmic energy, whatever is most familiar to you. That's what you're being sent. And you're also being sent not the highest quality men in a lot of cases at first. You're going to move up the tiers. The more that you express your boundaries and you can find your feelings, the higher your quality, your aura, your quality, your essence as a woman will be. You will absolutely move up tiers. And anyone who has experienced this, if you are in chat, talk about it. I get women every day on my group, I Heart Love Academy, talking about how, oh my gosh, I'm moving up the tiers. It started with all these guys, but now I'm here. And it's like the only guys talking to me are these guys up here. You have to kind of work through the muck and get where you want to be. Once you find your seat as a goddess on a pedestal and he's down there and you're, it's about you. It's about what you're feeling and what you're experiencing first. Instead of, what is he thinking? What if I send this? What will he think? You're in your world. You're in your body. So those are my 3 steps, my protocol for you to quickly get to a date. Now, the guy goes, sure, let's meet, but until then, let's keep texting for another 2 weeks. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let him know texting has felt lovely. I'm looking for a regular dating relationship. It would feel lovely to meet for coffee sometime. What do you think? And if he can't do it, you can give him one more try and then you get rid of him. Get these guys out of your energy. You see? So often we can be very dismissive as women. A man shows up, he says one wrong thing. We go, well, what does that mean? It probably means a red flag, the end, get out of my life. And we overreact. I hear about it every day over at I Heart Love Academy on Facebook. And there's always a couple of people, you can tell they've had my programs, they've read my book, and they practice what's in the book. The book is more than just something you read. It's a guidebook. And so it helps you get rooted in this energy that I'm speaking of, your feminine energy. And then once you're there, you don't leave. You cannot unlearn this material, okay? So know your boundaries, know when to cut off the text, not be afraid to meet for coffee. If they cannot meet for coffee for 20 minutes, pass on them. If you meet them for coffee and it's 20 minutes and you're like, oh my God, this guy was terrible, aren't you glad you only spent 20 minutes doing this? And you didn't end up texting him for 5 months? There you go. All right. So let's take a couple of questions here. One just popped up and Diana said, how do you tell them that this isn't working for me in a feminine way? Is that a breakup? Is that what you mean? you would just say, you've been great company, but I don't feel we're a match. Sarah said, what's the best way to let a guy know not to waste your time? You know your boundaries. You know your boundaries, and you can speak them and live by them. Someone designed life, you asked a question, but that's not really a question, so I can't answer it. Please, everybody, ask me a question. Okay, double hideout. If coffee dates aren't going good for you, then what type of date is? It's not so much about the coffee or the date. It's about you got to weed through these guys and you got to get to this next place. And notice what's triggering you. What is triggering you when you meet these men or not meet these men? That's the thing you need to work through. So remember, this is about moving up tiers, and you get rewarded. The universe rewards you every time something faces you, and you just go, well, in this world, I can just block his number and never talk to him again, right? Problem solved. Wrong. You're going to keep getting it until you face it, look it right in the eyes, and have your boundary, have your feelings in place. Remember, feeling statements are not a list of excuses and reasons. They are just how you feel. Sometimes my husband will say, why? Why do you feel that way? Why? And I'll say, well, that's a really good question. It's just how I feel. Can't argue with that, all right? All right, I'll go back to questions. Let's see, I'll take one more. Someone says, how do you deflect or ignore, Designer Life, thank you. How do you deflect or ignore masculine guilt, especially in repairing a long-term relationship or partnership? That's still kind of vague to me for some reason. I do have a video on masculine guilt that's out there. If you want to just type in my name, Adrienne Everheart, and masculine guilt, the biggest thing you can do is just be aware of it and just notice, like, oh, that's it, it's happening. Like, he's kind of, it's a little bit like the innocent question that women ask, you know, where we go, weren't we gonna do yard work today? Or didn't you want to go to this place? Or did we ask this question instead of going right for it? So masculine guilt's a little bit like that. It makes you feel like you should be doing this or you shouldn't be doing that. So the first step in that is just noticing, like, where it's at, where it's coming up, when it happens. Because observing something and just recognizing that this is what's happening to me right now requires something that so many people, unfortunately, aren't doing, which is self-awareness. Self-awareness and observing the self. All right, so let's go for another question here. You girls are talking away, but Rika says, I am quantum dating. My number one man, I talk about 5 men in quantum dating. My number one man seems to be a narcissist. How can I replace my number one man? Well, I'm not a fan of labels. Like, he's a narcissist. Look, there are so many women on the internet right now saying men are narcissists. And there are people that are running their entire YouTube channels convincing people that anytime someone does something selfish, they're a narcissist. You want to know my honest opinion about narcissists, or what that word means? First of all, I'm not a psychiatrist, and neither are you. It's not for you to diagnose someone. All right? Diagnosing them gets you in their head. And I want you to just be in your body. Just be in your body. If they are having narcissistic behavior, how does it feel when you're experiencing it? Good or bad? You make the call. You're in your body. You make the call. This feels icky. I'm not doing it. Oh, this feels nice. I'll stick around a little bit longer. Reward the good, ignore the bad, or get yourself out of there. That's the power of this, okay? So how do you replace your number one? If you want to pass on a man, you let him know you've been great company. I don't feel we're a match. But before you pass on your number one, make sure you have that other cushion. Someone just said it feels like a panic and then I let it out. You are, if you're saying what I'm talking about, that's exactly what it feels like. When you have that need for a boundary, there's a part of you screaming on the inside saying, I cannot do this. That's your gut. Your gut is very succinct, very short sentences. Your head is like, well, if I say this and I do this and I say that and he does this, that's your head. Lots of chatter. Your gut is very quick, right? Nasty voice is like, if you do that, he's going to dump you. No one's going to love you. That's nasty voice, negative, bad about you. Your gut. That's what I'm getting you to listen to, is your gut. All right? Okay, everybody, I'm going to wrap up. Now, quick recap, subscribe to me if you haven't already. Please be sure to give me a thumbs up. This helps other women find my videos if you found this to be good content for you. I love to hear from you in the comments section. I actually try to answer every comment I get. I spend hours doing it sometimes. So comment below, good or bad, whatever you think. I love to hear from all of you. I love all opinions, and everybody's welcome to comment. And I will see you in my next video. Check out Fem Tools. Check out 500 Ways to Talk to a Man. Keep it on your phone. Use the little search icon. Find certain words you need. And join my free group on Facebook, I Heart Love Academy. It's a great big group of women, and we have so much fun in there every single day. So join us there, and it's free. All right, everybody. Mwah. Much love to you. Bye-bye.